Hello, nerdlings. That's right, I'm changing what I call you guys. When I started this channel, I was really just talking to people about the Wizarding World and Harry Potter, and now I talk about everything nerdy in my life, so I don't think saying hey Wizarding World is very appropriate. So, nerdlings, I'm going through laundry. Do you know what that means? That means I was just at LARP.
This place up here, that's our tavern, where we have most of our festivities, and we have cabins all around. There's a whole other half on the other side of the tavern of more cabins. Yeah, we have cabins. Some people bring their tents and their tent. And there's the restrooms, and some people are cooking food for Yule, and there's a lot of things going on, like over there the Farseni are hosting a divination meeting, so they're talking about that over there. Some people are doing some kind of sword fighting thing, some people are hunting. I am laying here with my hobbit feet, being a Shireling. I literally have all my snacks.
Yes. If we do have
So I'm just chilling out. This is my favorite thing to do. I have my blanket. I have my pillow. Super excited to go get changed into my fancy clothes and go eat all of the food. I'm home. I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice to be home, and I'm so excited to sleep in my own bed, which is right there tonight, and not be in a cabin with freezing cold air. It was so cold last night. And I brought blankets, but it was still really cold, so I needed to bring more for January and February. Yeah. Anyway, I need to go through laundry. Belt. And let's talk about LARP. This was a great game. This month in December, it was Yule, which is our holiday Christmas feast event thing. And it was wonderful. So I got there Friday night after work, got set up, got everything settled in, and I headed off to Monster Camp, and I did makeup. And I had a great time considering I didn't really do much of anything. Friday night, in the beginning, we sent out bandits and merchants. So like no orcs, no monsters, nobody needed to be painted weird colors. And the goal was, if they ended up getting into a fight and died and came back to check in at Monster Camp and like let us know what happened, we were then going to paint them as ghouls and send them out. So we had all these wonderful like death colors prepped and ready to go, and they all had a great time bartering and stuff, so no one really died and came back. So I literally did my whole shift just sitting around chatting with the people running the game, which is always such a lovely time. It was our game creator Gary's birthday on Friday, so we got him a cake, and by we I mean not me. But yeah, we got him a cake, and we sang, and he was like, "This is how I spend my birthday. And we LARP, and I feed people at Yule." The game provided turkey and green beans and potatoes and gravy and rolls, and the rest of us all brought things to share with our tables. I don't really know what happened Friday night because I sat there at Monster Camp and didn't paint anybody. Saturday morning, Friday night was lovely. It wasn't too cold. And I slept really well. I didn't get much sleep though because I went to bed at like 4 in the morning and woke up at 8. So it's the life of LARP. Saturday, Piper got up. I got dressed, put on my makeup for her. I went out, I socialized. We had vendors there. Gary also works Renaissance festivals on top of running our LARP game. And so he knows lots of people that actually sell things. So we had vendors, and I bought this beautiful shawl for Piper, and it's in her colors, and it's so lovely. It's so soft. The lady who makes these hand makes them all. And this is all in Piper's colors because Piper likes a lot of earthy tones, but she especially likes her autumny colors because they tend to be more fiery. She likes her fire. So there's beautiful oranges and golds and greens and browns in it, and it's just, it's so nice. So I have my cape, and now I have another option to help keep me warm with these colder months, and it's just wonderful. And I have a little pin for it to like drape, and then you like weave it through, and it pins it shut, and it's wonderful. And it's over in one of my other boxes. But yeah, so I bought this for her, and ran around, socialized during the day. I ended up settling myself by, we have campfires at camp. We can only light them during certain times of the year when, you know, the forest isn't too dry, because it's in Florida, so things get dry at certain times of the month. So we can only light them when, you know, the forest isn't super dry, or it's cold enough, so we're not gonna, you know, burn down the forest. Someone has to be with it at all times. We're super safe about it. So we had a campfire going, and some of my friends were cooking meals for our Yule dinner over the fire. My one friend was cooking rabbit stew, another one was making homemade tomato sauce for the pasta that he was making, and everyone was sharing things. Like, I brought pastries, I had apple cider with me, people had cheeses, breads, just, it was wonderful, it was delicious. So I was literally like, I brought out my blanket and I laid it out like off to the side, like far enough away from the fire to where like I wouldn't catch. So yeah, I was just chilling out by a fire. After that, I headed back to our cabin, which was like right there on the side of the fire, and the girls and I started getting ready for Yule, which is super fancy. So we were all taking care of each other and getting dressed and like helping each other pick out like what to wear and like lacing up corsets, and yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. And then dinner was at 6, so I headed up around like 5:15, and I picked out a table for us for it was 4 shirelings, and then we had 2 other people that didn't really have a place to go, so they sat with us. I got to watch all the houses of like the nobles and their, like, you know, their house. They all filed in their regalia, and it was so wonderful to watch. It was great. And then the food was brought out, and there was a serving competition to where we had little bowls where you would put in crown, which is our currency in game, and whatever table tipped the most won some dwarven whiskey, which was like, once again, we don't have actual whiskey at camp, and it's just different juices made to like resemble different whiskeys, because no alcohol allowed in the state park. So apparently our table won. And I don't think we actually won. Apparently what happened was the ancients, who are the Eldar, which are the very high elves, and the Jinborn, which are like genie type magic people, they're all very ancient races. They all live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and they all sat at a huge table together. Apparently they kept popping by our table and like dropping money in our bowl. So it turns out we won because the ancients said we won. They were like, the shirelings win. There's no question about that. The shirelings win. That's it. So we ate, we drank, we stuffed ourselves full. We ended up winning the tipping competition. Piper got fake drunk off a drink that her friend gave her, which was eggnog with different spices in it and some caramel sauce, and oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I love eggnog, especially when you fancy it up. So good. When I make hot butter beer, I use eggnog in it, and it's delicious. It's so good. But besides that, we were literally all so stuffed. So after we finished eating, Piper decided to go to the bar. She wanted to go to the bar because we have an inn and it has a bar and it's really cute setup, and you know there's other fake alcohols with different juices that people have concocted. So yeah, I went with my friend Lady Alondra. I mean, she's not a lady. Piper gives everybody a title because everyone is fancy to her, and she's just like, Alondra and I are gonna go to the bar, and they were like, okay, have fun, don't do anything stupid. So we bought a bottle of honey mead, which was, what was it actually? I don't know. It was pretty tasty. It was a little spicy. But we split the bottle and Piper got drunk. And my friend Duncan, I believe is his character name, he's newer to the game. He's so sweet. His character comes from a place where they don't speak. They use expressions to communicate, so he's still learning the common language, is what his character thing is, so it's real cute. He speaks in a lot of broken English, it's real cute. And so he's big and tall and strong, and Piper, after getting drunk, was like, I want to go back to the tavern now, and she stumbled out, and of course he ended up like piggybacking her back to the tavern, which he didn't actually piggyback me, but like in game he piggybacked me. And of course Piper fell asleep, and they were like, this is really cute, and I was like, fuck you. Piper's adorable. So we get to the tavern, and they get me in, and they get me some water, and I end up waking up, and I'm like, how did I get here? I don't know what's going on, I'm drunk. And then I was like, pajamas. I want my pajamas. That was all I decided I wanted. And so we got escorted back to our cabin so that we didn't get attacked by anybody, and I changed into my pajamas and I got into bed, and I was asleep by like 10 o'clock. And it wasn't that cold when I went to bed. It got really, really cold throughout the night. I woke up like halfway through the evening and I was freezing, and I, put some more blankets on, but I didn't really do that much because I didn't have that much extra. Like, I had lots of warm stuff, but it was not enough warm stuff. So yeah, we kind of all froze last night. We definitely are going to be better prepared for other colder games. Yeah. And I ended up waking up, actually like getting up around 8. Got ready, went to the tavern. Sunday mornings they make biscuits and gravy, and it's so delicious. So yes, we ate breakfast, and Piper just kind of wandered around and socialized and made more friends and visited with other like old friends, and she feels a little lost at the moment. She doesn't really know why she's at Stillwater. Like, she came to Stillwater to learn magic, and now that she's learning it and trying to get a hang of it, she doesn't really know what to do with it. Like, she wants to protect her friends, but there's a lot of not good stuff going on, and she doesn't know a lot of it, but she's aware that there's not good things going on. So she's trying to figure out what her purpose is, and she's very lost and confused. And we had some Romanovi people that were in game, and they were so wonderful. I loved them. But one of them was doing tarot card readings, so of course Piper, feeling lost, went and had one, and it just kind of confirmed that, like, yeah, you're here, you don't know what's going on, you're a little lost and confused, there's some mystery going on. There's gonna be a path that guides you, but there's also gonna be someone trying to like deceive you and act as that person trying to guide you, so like just be wary and like don't trust everyone and like just be cautious. And it was just like I don't know what's going on. It's gonna be fine though. I'm very excited for January's game. My goal is to make my quilt that I started on and just did not have time to finish, and make a new bodice for Ratification Day, which is our next game, and everyone gets super fancy for it. I don't really understand what it is, but I was just told to look really fancy. So we'll make another bodice for that and put my quilt together, and those are my goals, to have those done. Yep. And that's what we'll do with our next game. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about LARPing or about Mythic Adventures LARP, which is the LARP that I play, please ask away in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your questions are. Like this if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.